MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's on to Game 5 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, you can see by the results, we're right back where we started from. When you're tied after 4, Game 5 is always critical. You don't want to get stuck needing to win the final 2 to move on, so the winner of this one is going to get a huge leg up on winning this series.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2021 Los Angeles Dodgers.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's hit 2 home runs so far in this series already, so you know he's feeling really good about himself. You can bet they were talking about him in the pitchers' meeting before the game, so their focus is on him, and so is mine.
Julio Urias has the ball for the 5th game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
Here's George Springer, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Right fielder, George Springer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliced hard on the ground. Bellinger brings it in, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game.
Batting second here tonight, the left fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. This is in the air out to left field. Verdugo waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting third baseman, Chris Bryant.
First pitch on its way. Changeup in for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is foul right side. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to be very careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands, always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Steven Strasburg gets the call in Game 5 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, his last one was good. I'm sure he'd like to pitch a little bit better. Was able to get into the 7th inning. Got a no decision in his last one. He needs to get off to a good start here to try to get him and the team in the win column.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Corey Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Strasburg, a 6'4" right-hander. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Kipnis is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. 2-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he throws it away. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell not happy back there. Standing in, Yasiel Puig will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
The 3-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant is there. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We are still scoreless. Anthony Rizzo stands in
Leading
now.
out for the Cubs, first baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball one.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2 misses. Ball two.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Here now the 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at bat here. Ready with another 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Verdugo going back on it. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His third home run of this series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Here's Javier Baez.
Second baseman, Javier Baez.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
Takes this the other way to right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Here comes the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
Just missed with a breaking ball.
All right, no more hope, and he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Here now the 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Batting 7, shortstop.
Digging in, Trevor Story trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a fly ball. Puig on the run, but this will land out there just foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Baez takes his lead at third with one away.
Hey.
2-2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Puig. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Ready now, Albert Almora. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count even now at 1-1. 1-1. Misses for the second ball. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. Set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
2-strike pitch from Strasburg. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make him work for him, so that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. One out, nobody on. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 in the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Verdugo is retired, 2 down now. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Now at the plate, number 13. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Strasburg comes set. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. A ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. Ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Here now the 2-2. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Strasburg on 1-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
The 1-2 pitch. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. So digging in now, Julio Urias. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
The 1-0. On the ground to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's thrown into right.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 0-1 the count. Barnes at second. Arias at first. 2 out in the inning. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Dodgers leave them loaded. They trail things here 2-0. The next Cub up, Steven Strasburg, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And the changeup is way low that time. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that can't find the zone either. It's ball 4, and on just 5 pitches, he's walked the pitcher leading off the inning.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Ready for another chance? George Springer. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
And he fouls this one off. Oh, 2, here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit in the air to shallow center. Coming in is Toles. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now Bryce Harper.
34, Bryce Harper.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Runner at first here, one man out. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that two-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
1 out and a runner on second base. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Here's Chris Bryant now. From the stretch. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss.
Hey, that's a great pitch right there. An 0-0 changeup to a great hitter. It opens up so many more places you can go in the strike zone.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer. If he puts somebody else on, we'll see if he can find it.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
On the ground to short. This could be 2. Kipnis relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year, Corey Seager, settles in to start things out. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called. One away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Stepping in, Jason Kipnis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Rizzo in foul ground, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rizzo, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Stepping in now, Javier Baez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Cubs, catcher.
Riding in once again, Gary Sanchez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high, and it's 1-0. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Now in the box, Cody Bellinger. He'll start things out against Steven Strasburg as we get the inning underway.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. And he lays off for ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
The 1-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. First time up, he went down looking. Ready with the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Harper will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, number 13.
Settling in now, number 13, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. Misses down below the knees. And that's over. 2-1.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the 2-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They're down 2-0. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Up around the face. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first down of the inning.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
Low for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Kipnis is right there to handle it, and there are 2 gone now.
The pitcher, number 37, Steven Strasburg.
Into the box, Steven Strasburg. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
1-1. Taken, strike 2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 2-0.
Leading off for the Dodgers, catcher, Austin Barnes.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 1-0 delivery. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, that's ball 3. The Dodgers right now would love to start this inning off with a walk anyway to get this leadoff guy on.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. 3-2 full count. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Juan Lagares will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Juan Lagares.
Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. Strike 2 as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
The batter, center fielder, Andrew Toles.
At the plate, Andrew Toles. First pitch of the at-bat. In the dirt. Throw over to third here. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. A 1-0 delivery. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
The 2-1. Line drive, base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Here's Corey Seager. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. He's taken down and in for a ball. No runs, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. The 2-1 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Strasburg with a check at first, and the runner back safely. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Outside, 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More on tap from Game 5 after this. Gio Gonzalez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 48, Gio Gonzalez.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, George Springer. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
Full count, 3-2.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Springer aboard here at first with nobody out. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Runner goes for second, and that's lifted the other way out to left. Verdugo is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Chris Bryant now.
Third baseman.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Runners on first with one down.
Nope.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled away. The 3-1 pitch. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And it's gone. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. His 3rd home run of this series, and with it the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
1-1.
Still only 1 out in the inning. And there's ball 2 now. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier.
Here's Javier Baez. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Through 5.5, it's now 4-0 Chicago. And now is Yasiel Puig. Will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Strasburg on 1-1. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
4-1.
And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
And this is fouled at the plate. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here. 2 away.
The batter, left fielder, Alex Verdugo.
At the plate, Alex Verdugo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
A 1 pitch on its way. Fouled off. Two-strike pitch from Strasburg. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left. Harper coming on, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
The next 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. They'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They trail here 4-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Stepping up to the plate, Gary Sanchez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. And there's ball 1. The 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The 1-2. Misses above the zone for a ball.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Trevor Story is on deck. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
In now, Trevor Story. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. As a look, now the pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and the 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
Into the box, Albert Almora. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. It looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. The 1-1 home. There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And he's safe. And they'll tack on one more as this is now a 5-0 game.
The pitcher number 37.
Gene Segura will get an opportunity off the bench here as he'll bat with runners at the corners now and still nobody out. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Here's George Springer as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike one. And he fouls this one off. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Hit hard to the right side. From his backside, there's one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Tony Cintrani.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He has no prior history against this pitcher. First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Springer, the runner at first with two gone.
Nope.
2-0 now.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The 2-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that will end up a foul ball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
A runner on first with 2 away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 3-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field.
Waiting on it is Tolles.
And that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 Dodger error, and a runner left. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in LA. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 6 and the Dodgers nothing. Pedro Strop gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Pedro Strop.
Now at the plate, number 13. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Fouled away. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Strop is exactly what you want out of a bullpen arm. It's a rare occasion that anyone squares him up. He doesn't give up a lot of hits, and when he does, they're almost always kept in the yard.
Matty V, there are 2 keys to being a good relief pitcher, and always remember these. 1, limit the base on balls. 2, keep the ball in the ballpark. You can't defend a walk, and you can't defend a round tripper, and he does both.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Number 13 is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Now the 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
The 2-0 is taken, strike 1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
1 out, nobody on. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
And that hole at that, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Eric Gonzalez will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. In there for strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Throw won't get him.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. No balls and a strike to count. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Stepping up now, Corey Seager. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. One and one to the Dodgers leadoff man.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Now the 1-1 pitch. His fastball taken high for a ball. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Dodgers strand a couple. They still find themselves down 6-0. Chris Davinsky enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman.
Yeah, in this last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Here comes the first pitch. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. 2 hits in 7 tries. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. The 1-0. Here's a slider taken in the dirt.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Now the 2-0. And right into the shift. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Javier.
So coming to the plate, Javier Baez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Tyler Glasnow is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 24, Tyler Glasnow.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The left-handed hitting Kipnis awaits the 1-0. Missed with a breaking ball. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And now is Yasiel Puig. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Glasnow, a former Pittsburgh Pirate. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side. Here it comes. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Little dribbler down the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Another full count pitch home. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 1-2. Here it comes. Up around the face. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Dodgers down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back in the entertainment capital of the world with baseball on MLB Network. Thanks for joining us as we're all set for what remains in this one. James Hoyt comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Leading off for the Cubs, catcher, Jerry Sanchez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 home is laid off of down and in. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Up next for the Cubs.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He's set and the pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Late that time for a strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Striding in, Albert Almora. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Fastball that just misses inside. Sliders in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard towards center, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Now it's 2-0. Almora is off at first with 2 away. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1 pitch. Softly hit toward the hole. Bellinger fields cleanly. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs lead this one 6-0. Alvarez, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
First offering on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, number 13.
Coming to the plate now, number 13. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top. But he was able to lay off it.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike one. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number two. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled off. Set to deal on a ball and two strikes. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Now batting, catcher, Austin.
Digging in once again, Austin Barnes. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he takes this one high, 1-1. The win would be Steven Strasburg's here, barring any late turn of events. The 1-1 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And he takes ball four again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Chris Taylor will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Chris Taylor.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 home. And this will be a called strike two. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with two strikes now.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Swing and a a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, the Cubs were given an excellent outing on the mound here by this man, Stephen Strasburg. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing you'll ever see, 6 innings, but he definitely was a factor in the game. Did a good job while he was out there, and he gets the W because of it.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Cubs have taken a 3-2 series lead. Stephen Strasburg takes home the win. So that